welcome to story time today. I'm so glad to see your smiling face. My name is Mrs. Karen and I work at the Harvard Library. And for our stories today, I thought we would read some stories about birds. We have lots of birds around where we live in Harvard, Illinois. And I thought I would show you some of the ones that I have on my board. But before we start that, let's talk about the word birds. Bird starts with this letter right here. This is the letter B. B makes a B sound. Can you make that sound with me? B, B. Very good, very good. Here is the word birds, and you can see there is our uppercase or our capital B. Now in Illinois, we have lots of pretty birds around where we live. Some of them I have on my board. One that we see quite a bit is this pretty red one. This is called a cardinal. They look really pretty in the wintertime up against the white snow. Another bird you might see around your house here in Harvard is a blue jay. Those are very pretty birds too. This one is called a yellow finch, and we see these birds, they're very small. Another small bird is this one right here, and oftentimes we see this one, especially in the winter time. This is called a chickadee. And the last bird I have to show you is this one. This is an orange bird, and it's called an oriole. So we see lots of different birds all around us. There's even more than ones that I just showed you. Maybe if you look out your window at your house or your apartment or where you live, you can see if you can find some different birds, and I'll bet you can. Our first story today is called Birds, and it's by one of my favorite authors. His name is Kevin Henkis, and it's illustrated, or the pictures are drawn by Laura Dronzek. And this story is called Birds. Let's take a look at some birds in this book, shall we? In the morning, I hear birds singing through the open window. Birds can be yellow, or blue, or brown, or red, or even green, I think. And there are all the colorful birds sitting in the tree. Sometimes they are so black that you can't see their eyes or their feathers. There's just their shapes. Birds can be big or little, or any size in between. Look at all the different sizes of the birds there are. Once I saw 7 birds on a telephone wire. Shall we count them? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They didn't move, and they didn't move, and they didn't move. I looked away for just a second, and they were gone. If birds made marks with their tail feathers when they flew, think what the sky would look like. Wouldn't it look pretty with all kinds of colorful stripes left behind in the air by their tails? If clouds were birds, the sky would look like this or this. Sometimes in winter, a bird in a tree looks like one red leaf left over. Do you see that little red cardinal all by himself in that tree? His bright red shows against the gray sky, doesn't it? If there are lots of birds in one tree and they all flew away at the same time, it looks like the tree yelled, "Surprise!" And it does look like they did, didn't it? It looks like, look at all those birds flying away at the same time. If I were a bird, I'd ask where all the other birds go when it's stormy and they can't get home to their nests. I wonder where birds go when it's rainy. Do you know? I like to pretend I'm a bird. I can't really fly, but I can do this. I can sing. And there's that little girl singing her heart out along with the robin by her window. They look pretty happy, don't they? I'm going to tell you a story about some birds that you can do with me. And I'm going to use some of my felt birds that I showed you earlier. I am going to put up a hill, and then I have 2 yellow birds. We called these finches a little while ago. And I'm going to show you my other one. Now, you don't have 2 finches yourself at home, and if you don't, that's okay. Because what you can use is you can use your fingers to pretend that your fingers are the birds, okay? And we're going to call them yellow birds. Here's how this story goes. Two little yellow birds sitting on a hill, one named Jack and one named Jill. Fly away, Jack, fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack, come back, Jill. Now, when they fly away, you put your fingers behind your back one at a time, okay? And that's how you can do this with me using your fingers. Now, what if our yellow birds were sitting on a car? Their names would be near and far. Near means something close to us. Far means something far away. So get your two little birds. Are you ready? Two little yellow birds sitting on a car, one named near and one named far. Fly away near, fly away far, come back near, come back far. Very good. Good job. Now, what if those yellow birds were sitting on a stick? One would be named slow, and one would be named quick. So let's get our fingers together. Are you ready? Here we go. Two little yellow birds sitting on a stick, one named quick and one named slow. Fly away quick, fly away slow. Come back quick, come back slow. Very good, very good. Now, what if those yellow birds were sitting on a cup? I think their names would be down and up. Get your two little yellow birds. Here we go. Two little yellow birds sitting on a cup, one named down and one named up. Fly away down, fly away up, come back down, come back up. Very good, very good. I have one more thing for our birds to sit on. Here is a cloud. Our birds are going to be named quiet. And the other bird is going to be named loud. Now, what do you think you have to do for those? Let's try it and see. Two little yellow birds sitting on a cloud, one named quiet, one named loud. Oh, good for you. Get nice and loud. Fly away quiet, fly away loud, come back quiet. Come back loud. Oh, good job. Good for you. Wasn't that fun to be quiet and loud? You did a good job. I'll bet you're ready to learn how to make something today. And guess what? We're going to be making a little bird today. We're going to make a little robin using your hand to trace its tail feathers. I'm going to give you a couple minutes to get your supplies together. In just a moment, I'll show you a slide that has a list of all the supplies you need. And when you go and get those supplies, bring them back and I'll show you how to make your robin. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back, friends. Do you have all your craft supplies ready? Let's make a bird together, shall we? The first thing we're going to start with is our brown construction paper. Now, if you don't have brown construction paper or the other colors that are needed for this craft to make your bird look exactly like mine, that's okay. Your bird could be any color you would like it to be. I'm going to use the same colors that I used to make this bird, but you'd use whatever colors you would like. The first thing we're going to do is on the brown construction paper, you're going to trace your hand using a pencil. I used a black magic marker here so that you could see my hand better, but you'll use a pencil so that the marker doesn't leave any marks on your hand. If you need a grown-up to help you, that's a good thing to get a grown-up to do for you, is to trace your hand. The other thing you're going to make is the bird's body. Now, the bird's body can be made any way you would like. I took my marker and made kind of a half circle shape, and then I brought it up and made a little curve for the body, came up to make the head, and then made a little point here for the bird's beak. When you have the bird's body made and you have your hand traced, cut those pieces out. Now, I already did that. Make sure when you use a scissors, you ask a grown-up for permission to use the scissors, or ask for their help and they can do it for you. Now, when you have your bird's body made, there he is, all cut out. I'm going to tape him up here so that you can watch how I make him. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use your hand cutout, and we're going to put some glue on the palm of the hand. This is going to make the tail for the bird. So I'm going to get my glue stick, and I'm going to put lots of glue, crank it up a little bit, lots of glue in the palm of the hand so that it sticks to my bird. And once I have the glue on there, then I'm going to stick it behind the bird, and look at that! Now my bird has a tail. Awesome, huh? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to use your red construction paper and trace out a shape that looks like a leaf. Again, you can use a pencil and either cut it out yourself or have a grown-up help you cut it out. This is the bird's tummy. Once you have the bird's tummy cut out, put lots and lots of glue on the bird's tummy, and the bird's tummy goes right here on the bird. There's his red breast or his red tummy. Now, I think our bird needs a mouth, and I think he needs some feet. So out of your yellow construction paper, you can cut out some feet for your bird. They are basically long sticks with 3 little claws at the end of them. Once you have those cut out, you can put a little bit of glue at the top of the leg and stick one foot underneath your bird to be its one foot, and then do the same for the other and stick it behind your bird. Now your bird has 2 feet. It can walk on the ground, but it has to have a way to sing, right? So trace a small triangle out of your yellow construction paper, and this is going to be the bird's beak. So we'll put a lot of glue on that bird's beak and put it right over the beak area by that bird's mouth. Now, if you have a wiggly eye, like I have right here, you can certainly use a wiggly eye for the bird's eye. For this bird, I did not have a wiggly eye when I made this bird. So I cut a circle shape out of white construction paper, glued it on the bird where the eye would be, and then I used my black marker to make an eye, finish the eye for the bird. Today, though, I'm going to use a wiggly eye, and so I'm going to put a little bit of glue right up here where the bird's eye would be, and I'm going to stick my wiggly eye right there. And there is my bird, ready to sing. You will do a great job on your bird if you're following along with me too, and I hope you really like your bird. Thanks so much for joining me today for story time. It's always so good to see you. Until next time, keep reading. I'll see you then. Bye.